Transformers of Eternia.
Hi guys, you're watching Transformers of Eternia. Today I want to take a look at something that's kind of old to most people, and it's probably been reviewed 100,000 times on the internet, and it's kind of past due and all done and over with. But this is Transformers Kingdom Battle Across Time, the set with Grimlock and Mirage, which is Earth Mode Mirage. I finally broke down and bought this thing after a long time. I still had to pay like $55 for it, but whatever. Anyway, I'm not a fan of Hasbro making me buy this guy instead of just buying him like I wanted to originally. So, yeah. So I got the set mainly just because Mirage, not because this guy. Don't care about this guy. This is not a Grimlock to me. This is not anything to me. I guess I'll give my thoughts on this guy right away, right off the bat, right now. My thoughts on that guy, Grimlock, or whatever you want to call him, is that he's just a knockoff wannabe of Dinobot. So I'm just like, why do I need this character at all? So I don't need this character. So I'm not going to review this character because he's the same as Dinobot. And also I noticed, this is something I want to point out here. There's some yellowing going on right here on this guy's shoulder. I don't know what the deal is with that, but that's not over here, and that's a little strange. So if you do have this set, you might want to check that out because that might be an issue. Luckily, I have Dinobot, who doesn't have that problem. So anyway, I'm not a big fan. And like I said, I didn't even buy this set for the Grimlock version of Dinobot. So that all being said, that's all over. That's all done. Now let's get to the guy who I am reviewing here. And like I said, it's late. I'm late to the party. I got it. I know. Everyone's like, hey, I already got that set a long time ago. Okay, yeah. So I got this guy, and I'm happy with him in a sense. He looks great and everything. He transforms into the car and everything. I think he should have had this be the actual front of the vehicle instead of this being a fake chest and everything. But it is what it is. He still looks close to what Mirage looked like in the cartoon, basically. But there is one issue that I had with this thing, and I waited to do this video because of this issue, because I wanted to buy extra add-on parts. But this shoulder cannon is stupid. Hasbro, you put one peg right there. You didn't have a peg here. Now I have the Siege version of this guy, and the Siege version, which is not my favorite. I don't really care for the Siege one because he's, for one, I didn't expect to have Mirage in Earth mode when I bought him, so that kind of sucks. But anyway, this guy has holes up there so you can put his shoulder cannon in. That's kind of cool, and he even has the hole right there. Now, I understand this guy transforms differently than this guy, so therefore it would have been a little harder for them to put holes in there because they have this spinny little thing right here that you have to actually turn, and that would have been make it really fragile. Okay, that's cool. So anyway, that was Mirage from the Siege version. But anyway, so now all you have is this, or you have a little slot here and here on the back of his arms. Okay, that's nice and everything, but that is just not Mirage. And he comes with this rocket launcher thing for his shoulder on top of it. And the rocket launcher is like, it's not even the right color. It should be black. Well, I guess I'm going from the cartoon. I don't know what the toy version of Mirage looked like, but I know that the cartoon version had it black. The big main portion of it. So if you notice that Siege Mirage has the black one. I don't know why they decided to go with the gray for this one when this is the Earth mode. I guess they don't want it to look exactly too close to what it should look like, because then they can release another version of it. And if they release another version of this, I hope that at least they do an Earth version of this guy, like a this is the Earth version. I get that, but I'm saying like do a Studios 86 version of him where he looks like the cartoon. That's what I mean. But I don't know if they will do that. But anyway, and if they do that, a lot of people will be pissed off because they already got this set for this guy mainly. But anyway, he looks cool and everything. But I decided, you know what? Before I do a review of this guy completely, I just want to go out and buy the Nonnef set to fix the problem. So I got the Nonnef set off the Nonnef website or whatever that actually fixes the problem. See, they have this, and it has a little peg right there, and you get this thing, you can peg it in right there when you put it together. Anyway, and then you just put it right in the hole right there, just like so, and voila, now we have Mirage looking like Mirage. And the coolest part about this is you can actually do that type of stuff with it. I have this for my Siege Sideswipe, which I need to buy that set now in the Battle of Cross Time Sideswipe set. But I really don't want to do that one because that one is expensive too, because I have to have another Predacon or another Maximal or whatever that comes with it, because I don't really want that character, but you got to do what you got to do. So anyway, this also came with a gun for Mirage as well. I got the silver set because that's all they had left, but the silver is kind of cool anyway though. But yeah, so now he's at least complete and somewhat accurate. I mean, there is some things, like if you're going by the cartoon, there is some things that are not accurate, like this number should not be there. It should be on the side over here or somewhere, and the number shouldn't be here. It should be an Autobot sign. But I think they're going kind of mixing the toy with the cartoon. I don't know. I didn't look at the toy version. I always like my figures to look like the cartoon, I guess. So anyway, he looks good though, and I don't have a problem with how he looks. I mean, I've never been a real big fan of the wheels being like this on these versions of this character, and I've never been a fan of the fake chest where it's not the front of the actual car for Mirage, because it looks like the actual front of the car on Mirage more than anything. So I don't know why they didn't do that. I don't know. They did drag strip, and he looked pretty much like the cartoon and he looked like drag strip, but for some reason Mirage, who turns into a similar car, they couldn't. I don't know. I realize drag strip changes and he looks different in his alt form, but I'm just saying they stuck to that basic form that he had in the cartoon for him, and I don't know why they didn't do that for Mirage, but I'm sure a lot of people have that same gripe for this toy anyway. But yeah, in robot form he is cool, and of course he has the posability. I don't even know why I'm doing this, because 100,000 people on the internet already did this, but he has posability. No wrist articulation though. He has waist articulation, head articulation, he can even move his head up and down pretty decently. But anyway, he's fairly articulate, and of course, he can bend his knees, and his knees are really tight. So anyway, that's not a bad thing though, but his knees are like really tight and not really loose like some Transformers when you get them. But yeah, everything bends and poses properly and all that stuff. So that's a good thing. But yeah, this guy is great. I'm really happy that I got him. I mean, I've always loved Mirage, and I've always been kind of a weird kid, I guess, growing up. I always liked Mirage and Hound a lot. And I don't know why those two are like the ones I really liked. But Mirage and Hound were the ones in the cartoon I always thought were cool. And then, of course, they did the Rise of the Beast movie. And I don't know. I shouldn't talk too much about that, because everyone agrees that Mirage was cool in that movie. And if I disagree, the internet's going to hate me. So, whatever. Anyway, Mirage should not turn into the Jazz car. That's all I have to say. This is Mirage though. This is the G1 looking Mirage for me. And I just love how everything seems to work out okay. I might do some extra custom painting on this guy, because the cartoon version had this was supposed to be white. The shoulder pieces right here are supposed to be black, and there's supposed to be like a white or silver or whatever, like knee basically right here, and that's all blue on this. And because of the way it transforms, it's kind of, you don't really want to paint this because this will stand out on the vehicle form. I don't know, it's something to think about. And also his feet in the cartoon were also white. Now I don't know, they wanted to put some gray in there, I guess, so they did. I don't know, it's what it is. But yeah, in robot form, I love how he looks. He looks great, and it's nice to have a representation of Mirage on my shelf that looks more like the G1 Mirage, because we've got the Classics version in the past. That's not exactly G1 looking. It was cool, but it wasn't exactly G1 like I wanted it to be. So yeah, but now that we've got this guy, I just feel like he fits in a lot better. And I still am grinding my teeth, like bearing that, thinking that I have to go, well, when I buy the side swipe, the Earth mode side swipe that comes with I don't know, that bird whatever transformer. It's a Maximal. Anyway, it's a Air Razor repaint basically. So yeah, I don't want to get that set because I don't want the other character. I just want the Earth version side swipe, because all I have is the Siege one. But anyway, enough complaining. So I'm going to transform this guy and we'll be right back. Okay, here's Mirage in his vehicle form, looking pretty cool. He looks like a Formula One, I think, racer. I think that's what they're called. Anyway, and he looks good. He looks like Mirage. This is what I would expect in Mirage. I don't know if I have him all clicked in properly because he's not rolling properly. But anyway, he has everything that you would want in his car form, I guess. And I was lucky, and I got one with an Autobot symbol that lines up. I believe some people had problems with theirs not lining up. But this one here seems to line up okay. I always have problems though because this design is this way, but I always have problems with this piece kind of staying together up here though. Mainly because of that's where his legs are or whatever, they fold in. Anyway, I always have problems with that, even on the Siege version of him, but this is a good version of him anyway. I don't mind this at all. And see, you can't really, on this one, on the Siege version, you can see the fake chest coming out the back. But luckily on this one, they put it underneath the car, which is very good, I guess. If you're going to hide it, that's the best place to hide it. Because now you look at the back and it looks more like an actual back. Like there's some kind of like motors and stuff like that maybe that's in there, you know. So I'm kind of glad they did that, because that really sucks on the other one, on the Siege version. I understand the Siege version is a Cybertron version of him, but I don't believe on Cybertron that the front of his chest would even then turn into a fake chest on the back of his, you know, car. I don't know, whatever. I'm just finding stuff to complain about now. But anyway, I think this looks great, and I wouldn't really complain too much about this guy, because, I mean, he looks like Mirage as much as they're going to do Mirage for now. Okay, so this is Mirage next to Shockwave. Obviously, he's not as tall as Shockwave, because that's a Voyager. Well, it's a leader, but it's a Voyager, because they like to make Voyager scale leaders nowadays. But yeah, he's pretty cool. I mean, I think he's a little bit taller than most of the other ones. I mean, here he is next to himself from Siege. I think I already did that though, but I'll just do it there anyway, just because I want to show it off. Now that's the other Siege version of him. and that is kind of cool too. That version though has all this clear plastic down here. This one doesn't, which is very good. So yeah, Mirage is cool. I don't have a, and the heads are even pretty close to the same. I think they are the same heads actually. Yeah, they look like it. But anyway, this guy is pretty cool. And like I said in the beginning, this guy, don't care. I don't even care about this guy. Dinobot or whatever. Anyway, I'm just glad that I got Mirage in this set, and he's good as I wanted him to be anyway. And maybe the next set I'll get is going to be the Battle Across Time set with Sideswipe and whoever that is, that knockoff repaint of Air is. But we'll see. So I don't want to go on too long. I've been going on pretty long as it is. So tell me what you think in the comment section below, and like, share, and subscribe, and thank you for watching.